If life was nothing but green lights and we didn't have yellows and reds, things that make us pause, hardships, crises, times for introspection, then what the hell would it all be for? We need the yellows and the reds. That's how we evolve. That's how hopefully there's some ascension to our being. That's how we give some credit to time and growing older. If we were the same person today that we were 20 years ago, then what the hell are we doing?
To do anything successfully in life, you've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. In life, and dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen and become a reality. I believe that sincerely, and I'll die on that thought.
So I came up with a slogan, and I tell it to my kids all the time. I say, there's no losing, only learning. There's no failure, only opportunities. And there's no problems, only solutions. So to me, what failure is the mother of all success. You know that all it can do is learn and come back bigger, better, stronger, because all it's gonna do is lead you in the right direction. See, if you're always winning, then you don't really understand what it is to win. You gotta take those losses, you gotta take those hits. There's gotta be the valleys, the peaks, the ups, the downs.
And he'd say, Eddie, you're not as far away from these dreams as you think you are. And I'd say, really, Dad? And he'd go, no, you're actually a lot closer than you think. But because you think it's so far away, you behave in accordance with that belief system, and it always keeps it that far away from you.
So how do we bring our dreams closer to us?
The first thing is, that's a great question. The first thing is you need to believe and know that you're one decision, one relationship, one meeting, one book, one thought, one something away from a completely different life. And when you know that, then you begin to look for them.
You know, one day I'm gonna be somebody. You'll know when I...
Please look at my face. You're somebody now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's the game. I was somebody long before people knew who I was, and I believed that. You're somebody now, Letitia.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The whole reason God put men on this planet is to fucking suffer. And the best men are the ones who suffered the most. I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't suffer more than anyone else. You're a better man than everyone else if your life was a fucking mess. And it was a hardship. Because you're not what happens to you. You are how you react to it. And the best men on earth are men who have had their parents die, their best friends betray them, their girl betray them, thrown in jail, their money stolen, stabbed, robbed. Every time something happened to them, they sat down, they looked in the mirror and said, what can I learn from this? How can I stop this happening? Those are the men respect. Those are the men women want. Why do women love scars? Look, they tried to kill him and they can't. That's why I want him.
See, a lot of these brothers, when shit get difficult, they just go blow weed. They ain't got nothing invested. See, when you invest in something, and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You gonna have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning.
He gets down to the end of his life, and he looks back and decides that all those years he suffered, those were the best years of his life, because they made him who he was. All the years he was happy, total waste. Didn't learn a thing.
Final thing, my old man died when I was 26 years old. He said a couple things to me, which I'll share them all. The number one thing was he said, I don't care if you sell paper clips or locomotives for a living, people buy from people they like. This world has come too commoditized. Remember that. People buy from people they like. The other thing he said was control the controllables. That's all you can do. Don't sweat all the other bullshit in life. If you can't control it, don't worry about it. My dad used to say, son, don't sweat the small stuff. But he would look away, look at you and he goes, it's usually all small stuff.